Tina. I am back. Hello, how are you? So yes, guess what? We had a baby. Little Emmy is here. She was born last Tuesday at 3:59 a.m. She weighed 6 pounds 9 ounces at birth, and she is 19.5 inches long. We are so thrilled to finally have our little girl here. I can't believe that we've already gone through the whole process, labor and delivery, and she's home. We've been home for about 5 days now, kind of settling into the routine of things. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone so much for all of your sweet comments and just your support and all of your kind words on Facebook and Instagram. We were just completely overwhelmed by just the amount of love and support you guys were giving us. Seriously, thank you so much. We really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. I'm happy to report that everybody is adjusting well. Everybody's doing well. We're all happy and healthy, and I can't wait to introduce you to baby girl. Okay, so this is baby Emmy. As you will see, she is eating from a bottle. We are exclusively pumping right now and supplementing a little bit with formula. I know one of the questions that people are probably going to have is, why aren't we breastfeeding? As you guys probably know, it was my intent to breastfeed from the very beginning. Unfortunately, she had a lot of trouble latching straight off the bat. We had some issues when she was born. There was kind of like a time lapse in between the time that I had her and then the time that I was able to get to a lactation consultant. It was probably about an hour and a half lapse, and at that time she was pretty much frantically hungry, didn't want anything to do with the breast, and we worked with a lactation consultant for about an hour trying to get her to latch, and she just would not latch. There was just nothing we could do. In the hospital, I pumped colostrum, which she ate, and we did supplement in the hospital with a little bit of formula until my milk came in, which it came in on day 5, I think the day before yesterday. So as of right now, I'm exclusively pumping. I'm pumping actually enough breast milk for her to drink pretty much all day long. She does still get a little bit of formula, maybe like 2 ounces or so, 2 to 4 ounces of formula a day, but I'm hoping to bring that amount down to 0 eventually. But as of right now, yes, she is drinking breast milk, but it is pumped. She never did latch, so we're just going with the flow on that. It's not the way we wanted things to be, but it's we're working with it the best we can, and it's actually not as bad as you'd think. It is a little bit of extra work, but it does help because my husband can feed her and kind of give me a break sometimes when I need it. So it does help, and also I can see exactly how much she's drinking, ounce-wise, so that I can keep an eye on that as well. As far as sleeping goes, Emmy is sleeping really, really well. She sleeps a lot during the day and also during the night. We do have about an hour, maybe an hour to 2 hours at night where she does, wake up and needs, to be changed, to be fed, things like that. But for the most part, it's been really, really good. I typically get about maybe a 3 to 4 hour stretch. Then I wake up with her, then she'll go back down, and then I'll sleep a little bit more. My husband's been off work for a couple weeks as well. He goes back on Monday, but he's been able to help me kind of in the morning if she's up, especially late or something like that, so that I can get a little more sleep in the morning, and then he'll take care of her until I wake up. So it's been really, really nice having him around as well. He's been a tremendous help around the house and just, getting everybody adjusted and everything. He's been wonderful. He's a professional diaper changer now, so that's also really nice. As far as babies go, Emmy has been an incredibly easy baby. We feel, we don't know anything different, but we feel very, very fortunate. She's not fussy. Rarely does she cry unless she really needs something, such as like, a bottle or something like that. It's usually only when she's hungry that she cries. Other than that, though, we've been extremely lucky. We haven't had any issues with anything serious, knock on wood for sure, but she's been a very, very, very good baby for us. The times that she is not sleeping when she's awake after she's eaten, she's usually up and pretty playful, so that's been really fun, just to have her, kind of alert and playing with us, not playing, but just, interacting with us and kind of spending time with the family. It's been really fun, but yeah, we've been very, very lucky with her. We haven't had any issues at all as far as her crying a lot or anything like that. She's been a very, very easy, laid back baby. As far as her weight goes, as I mentioned, she was 6 pounds 9 ounces at birth, and then when she went to her first doctor's appointment, which was actually the day after we were released from the hospital, we were released on Thursday, and we took her to her first pediatrician appointment on Friday. She was down to 6.2 or 6 pounds 2 ounces, but they say that's completely normal. Babies lose weight right after they're born, so that percentage was definitely within the, you know, normal range of weight for babies to lose. She has an appointment coming up this coming Tuesday as well, so we'll find out what she weighs now compared to what she weighed, you know, last Friday as well, to see if she's gained any weight. I'm pretty sure she has. As far as things that Emmy's been loving, as far as products and things like that go, she absolutely loves her Wubbanub pacifier, which I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's just a green pacifier with like a stuffed animal on the end. They make them in all different colors and stuffed animals and things like that, but she loves her Wubbanub a lot. So we have that with us at all times. Also, oh, hello, excuse you, darling. Yes, we've got a big burp here. Also, she really loves sleep gowns, and I've tried to put onesies on her and she's really not fond of them. I think they're just a little tight at this point, and also I kind of feel bad because her belly button is still healing, so I try to just dress her in sleep gowns whenever we're home. She sleeps in them, obviously, but if we're not going out anywhere, I don't put like a normal outfit on her. I'll just leave her in her pajamas basically the whole day, just so that, you know, as much air as possible get to her belly button as well. Also, the sleep gowns are amazing during the night because basically instead of having to take off a onesie or do any zips or ties or snaps or anything like that, we can just pull that gown up over her belly, change her diaper really quickly, and then pull it back down again without having to cause her too much commotion as far as like getting her clothes readjusted and everything like that. Another thing Emmy really loves is the boppy pillow. I have a boppy, which is normally like a breastfeeding pillow, but since I'm actually not breastfeeding in the sense that she's, you know, latching on, things like that, what I basically do is take a really soft fluffy blanket and I put it over the top of the boppy, and then I just set her in the hole, and it kind of helps support her, kind of like a hammock, and she really loves to lay in that. I usually have that with me, like when I'm pumping, I'll put the boppy next to me, and then I'll put her in the boppy so that I can kind of keep one hand on her, you know, while I'm doing that, and just play with her. And that's one of the favorite things that she likes to do when she's awake. Okay, she's kind of passed out now. She's had her bottle, so I'm going to set her in her swing real quick, and then we'll go over some of the postpartum stuff for me. So how am I recovering? I am actually recovering very well. I am doing so much better than I thought I would be at this point. I'm currently 8 days postpartum, and I've been, I don't know how to explain it. After we got home, I felt so much better than I did at the very end of the pregnancy. Now I'm going to do another video right after this one, which I'll have uploaded probably in a couple of days, about my labor and delivery story, but very, you know, close to the end of the pregnancy, the last few days especially, I was just done. I could not even function anymore. I'd started to retain water, so my feet got all swelled up and I couldn't like walk around very well. I was just completely miserable. I wasn't sleeping at all because I couldn't get comfortable. It was just nuts. So when I got back from the hospital, even though I was still kind of recovering from birth and all that stuff, I felt so much better. It was just amazing. I was finally able to lay down on my side or on my back and not feel like, you know, I don't know, not feel all that pain and pressure that I had been feeling very much towards the end of the pregnancy. So it was amazing. Yeah, I feel great. Everything is going great as far as my recovery goes. Again, you know, I haven't had any unusual signs or symptoms of anything like that. We did have a normal vaginal delivery with medication. I did get an epidural. I did have a little bit of after effects from the epidural the other day. I had what I believe was a spinal headache. I'm not someone who normally gets headaches really ever at all, but this headache was intense, and it started with the pain in my back. I had had some pain, you know, at the site of the epidural for a couple of days, and they say that's normal. But I think it was Sunday, I was sitting here and we had guests all day long Sunday. So we had people scheduled pretty much from 11 a.m. all the way down to 8 p.m., you know, just coming in groups the entire day just to visit and come see Emmy and stuff like that. By the time dinner time rolled around, I had such an immense headache. I couldn't even tell you. It started kind of here in my frontal lobes, and it just would not go away. I couldn't even open my eyes. It was that bad, and I've never had a headache like that before. So definitely went to lay down a little bit. My husband watched Emmy, and I was, you know, pretty concerned at that point. I felt like if I didn't feel better, you know, when I woke up in the morning, then I would definitely be going probably back to the doctor just to make sure everything was okay. Fortunately, when I woke up in the morning, it was completely gone. But that's really the only bad symptom that I had as far as recovery goes. Pretty much everything else, I'm healing wonderfully. I feel really good. My muscles initially were really, really sore. I think just from being clenched up in pain for so long with being in labor. So like every muscle in my body was really just, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I just got hit by a Mack truck. But after a couple of days that went away. I do take a few things on a daily basis. I've actually cut it down. I was taking everything twice a day, and now except for the vitamins, I'm taking everything once a day, and that's Motrin. I take 2 Motrin, just over the counter pills. I take that now once a day versus twice a day. And then if I need to pick it up again, at night, I will. But I usually just take it when I first wake up in the morning, just as kind of a preventative so that I'm not hurting all day. I also take an iron supplement. That was at the recommendation of the people in the hospital. They wanted me to take that. I think I was a little bit low on iron when they tested my blood. I also take prenatal vitamin. I never stopped taking my prenatals. They told me to continue doing that as long as I was breastfeeding, so that's what I am taking. I also use a heating pad whenever my back is sore, because my back and my hips were a little bit sore when I got home. But again, the way I'm feeling now as far as like recovery goes is nothing compared to the way I was feeling when I was so pregnant. So this has just really been a cakewalk. I was just thinking that recovery from childbirth was probably going to be a really tough couple of weeks, and I wouldn't be able to get up and around too much, and I'd probably be sleeping a lot. But truly that has not been the case. We've literally come home and just kind of fallen straight back into a great routine, which is just like an everyday routine. I get up, I make some breakfast. I've been eating oatmeal, steel cut oats every single day for breakfast, and I drink mother's milk tea all day long. I drink it iced with a little bit of honey in it, just to help with my supply. But I wake up, I make breakfast, I do a little few things around the house, I warm up Emmy's bottle, I pump, I've just got a whole little routine going down here for the first 5 days that we've been home, and it's working out really, really well. So yeah, it's been great. Again, like I said before, that my husband has been such a tremendous help. I'll probably cry when he goes back to work on Monday. I'm not even gonna kid you. But yeah, as far as everything goes, it's been great. I have not weighed myself, but I know that at the last doctor's appointment, which was, I guess it was actually 7 days before I gave birth. So 1 week before I gave birth, I had gained 31 pounds. A lot of that weight at the very end, because I'd hovered in the 25-pound range for a long time, but all of that weight, I believe at the very end, was water weight. Again, because I hadn't retained a lot of water the whole pregnancy, and then all of a sudden towards the end, I just started retaining fluid. I had to take off my wedding rings, all that stuff. And then also in the hospital, they pumped me, I had IVs going like the whole time I was in labor. So I had many, many bags of fluid, and I was just like totally like, I don't know, like full of water when I was done with labor. So yeah, that was interesting. I was definitely peeing a lot, sweating a lot at night, stuff like that, just getting rid of a lot of that extra fluid. I know I still have some going on, but it's definitely a lot better. I will show you guys my belly. I'm not going to pull it up. I luckily, don't ask me how, the only thing I can attribute it to is bio oil and pure luck, but I luckily did not get any stretch marks. But I don't want to show you guys my belly because my undies are so big. I'm wearing like the most big humongous granny panties you could possibly think of, because I'm still wearing those big gigantic hospital pads right now. So anyway, I don't want to show you guys my big huge granny panty Hanes underwear, but I will show you guys my belly through my shirt, just so you can kind of see where I'm at 8 days postpartum. I still do have a definite pouch, but it's to be expected. I did just give birth a week ago, so I'm sure that'll go down. I looked it up yesterday just out of curiosity, and my uterus is still definitely enlarged from the time that I had her. It takes definitely a few weeks to shrink back down. They said it won't be back to normal for between 4 and 6 weeks. That's what it said on the internet, so that's what I'm shooting for. I knew going into this anyway that it was going to take a while. It's actually gone down quite a bit though. I'm really, really happy with the progress, so I'll show you right now. Okay, so here's my belly from the front. Again, don't mind my big bands here cutting into me. That's my leggings with my humongous undies. So here it is from the front, and then from the side, and from the other side. So yeah, not perfect, but definitely come a long way, and I'm really, really happy with the progress, so that's good. Alright, well, I thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you all for It's all of your support. It's just been amazing. You guys are wonderful. We really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching. Keep a lookout later on this week for my labor and delivery story, as well as a nursery tour, which I'm going to be filming after this as well. Alright guys, well thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye! Little Emmy sleeping in her swing. Okay, I can't get a clear shot of her without the little stuff on top of the swing, but there's her little swing that she sleeps in. It's out here in the living room with me. And there's little Emmy. Aww. She's such a sweet girl. Alright, bye guys.